Hello and welcome to a short tutorial on how to use credit scoring pipeline on Datrics.ai. If this pipeline looks a little bit daunting, I would suggest starting with a how to build your first pipeline video, and you can read way more information about this pipeline in our wiki page. But let's look at the pipeline in a bit more details. So what data we're using here is the lending club data, and we have quite a few different predictors here, basically columns, and the one we're most interested in is the loan status. Basically, it describes if the person is still actively paying off the loan, if it has been, for example, charged off or fully paid. Here we have the member rating, basically the grade, subgrade scores, and also FICO ranges for the person requesting the loan. And here we are creating the mapping of loan statuses to whether that loan failed or not, or actually -1 stands for the current loans that are still in progress. So we're joining the data together, and then we're moving to the feature creation. So we're changing the types of some columns. For example, here we're doing missing values treatment, and you can see that, for example, we're filling the employment length with an average of 5 years for everybody who didn't provide that data, and that was roughly slightly less than 4%. Here we are filling with a custom value of 100. So that's, for example, month since last record. This is the worst data we have. And for example, we are filling everything with zeros for total current balance. You can play with these values yourself and figure out if you want to set up the values manually or want to use the function defined ones. For example, the average or the last occurring data. What also we're doing is, for example, removing text from some columns. So term has 36 or 60 months, and we're removing the word months to treat them as numerical variables. We're doing the same with the employment length, where we are removing the word year to use the amount of years as a numerical variable. We're calculating the new feature LTI, that's loan to income ratio, and we're doing that by just dividing the installment by annual income. So now we're moving to the categorical features. The main thing to see what we're doing here is the variable selection. We are setting the threshold as 1% to remove all the uninformative variables, and doing the encoding. This allows us to transform the categorical variables into a set of binary columns. Also, we're doing the binning. Binning is a very nice brick that allows us to take the continuous variable, split it into parts, and use each part as its own category. And we can figure out like the distributions and where the split points are, and you can figure out how many bins you actually want and what these split points would be. And you can do that manually, or you can do that automatically over here. After that, we are doing the final variable selection and figuring out what variables will go into the model training. So here in the dependencies, we are visualizing the data. So for example, feel free to look at the heat maps over here, for example, and explore the data a bit yourself. And also we're calculating the information value to figure out how good the predictors are for predicting the outcome variable. We're doing the bivariate correlation to trying to understand if there are highly correlated features. And in the very end, we're filtering the columns we're interested in, uniting them all together and going for the modeling. So out of the things that are worth noting is class weighting. So our classes are highly imbalanced. So for example, we are gonna give them like weights of 0.61 for successful loan and 2 for failed loan. And then we split the data. We leave 30% of our data for the validation, and we are building the logistic regression. So we tell the model that it should use weighting and it should use the column we've created as a weight. We're predicting the probability of failure, and the target variable is lone failed. And we can, for example, see the model performance. We can see the feature importance of each specific predictor. We can look at the coefficients, basically a whole summary for the coefficients, their value, the standard errors, the t-values, and statistical significance of them. We can see additional reports like classification report, class error report, and there are a variety of additional metrics. So feel free to look at that and explore the performance of the model. After we do that, we can either run the prediction. So here we look how well the model performed on unseen data, and we see that there is pretty much no overfitting, which is good. And you can also check the results on the validation data set over here. And we are building the scorecard. Scorecard evaluates how much each specific variable influences the final score. And since we are trying, since the scorecard is giving us the credit worthiness of the person, the signs of coefficients and score are inverted. Yes, and also there are a few more visualizations over here, so we can figure out how well the model, for example, distinguishes between the 0 and 1, so basically lone, successful or failed statuses, and also if we split that by different grades, we can see that divide is way better. Yeah, so feel free to explore this pipeline yourself, to edit it, to use your own data, and more information on this pipeline is available on the wiki. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.